Hello everybody, welcome to Gaijin Subis, and today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble a front axle on a GC8 Impreza. So aside from having the axle assembly, you're also going to need axle grease. This is moly grease, and this is what you're going to use to lubricate the inside bearings of the CV joint. So the first step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be greasing the CV joint with that moly grease that I stated previously, and we're going to push it down and pack it as much as we can, and we're going to use a brush to help us do this. Once you pack it with grease, this inner race and the outer race, you're going to roll the CV axle. To pack that grease down in the inner race, you're going to do this about 10 to 15 times, and then you're going to add more grease, and you're going to repeat until you have your grease up to that inner cage. So now that we have this CV joint grease, we're going to apply grease on the inside of the boot as per the tech manual. Subaru states to put 5 to 7 grams of grease inside the axle boot, so we're going to do that now. Then I'm just going to massage the boot, move it around so we can evenly distribute this grease. Use my brush, coat it all on the inside of the accordion inside the boot. This will help prevent the boot from tearing over time. So next we're going to install this genuine part, 23242GA400, and that is going to be the band for the outer CV joint. And there you go. But now all I'm doing is just wiping off the excess grease around the outer race. Next we're going to install the inner axle boot band, and that is part number 23242GA410. We're going to center our CV joint, axle boot on the lip. Alright, so now that we got everything straightened up, just like that, we're going to fold that on itself. And what I like to do for extra safety is I like to put a zip tie around because of the sharp edge, so it'll keep it from poking into the axle boot. Alright, so now that this side of the CV axle is done, we're going to move on. We're going to assemble the inner race. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grease the outer race on the inside of it. And then we're going to take our brush and then we're going to evenly coat the inside with grease. Alright, so now we have this inner race bearing, and what we're going to do is we are going to grease the outside races. And we're going to take these races, we're going to put them on. Alright, then we're going to assemble it and put it on. Grease these splines. So next step is we're going to put our inner CV boot onto the axle. We're just going to slide it up a good amount, and then we're going to install the inner bearing. I already greased it, so be sure it mates on the splines. Push it in all the way, and then we're going to install the snap ring for it. So next you're going to take your snap ring pliers and your snap ring, and then you're going to put it on the channel like that. Alright, so next step is we're going to grease the inner race bearing with the moly grease. Just like that. Now we are going to lower the axle into the outer race, and then we are going to grease up this portion around here, around the joint. Alright, so now we're gonna push some grease around the joint, and we're going to, if I can get it, just gonna spread it evenly with the brush. Next step, we're gonna install this retaining ring around the axle, and you're gonna line it in the grooves. It's gonna get a little messy. So now that you have the retaining ring in, we're gonna grease up the boot. And now I'm just gonna verify that all the grease is packed in. Now we're gonna slide the band over. We're gonna be sure that the boot is on the metal and not just clamping on nothing. We're gonna keep going until it's tight. All that excess grease is gonna get forced out. We'll clean it when we're done. And there you go. We have the band on. We wipe the excess grease, and then we're gonna install the inner portion band on the boot. All right, so we just have to take apart our band, and then we're gonna wrap it around, feed it through, and you're gonna loop it through again. Tools and their proper uses. I'm just gonna do the same thing as the other side. I'm gonna wrap a zip tie around to prevent the edge from cutting into the boot. And boom, there you go.